Howdy do, buckaroos. Welcome back to the channel. I know I say this every video, it seems like, but I know it's been a while since I made a video, and I'm just gonna update you guys a little bit. Nothing too crazy. I got the truck parked outside the shop right now, so we're gonna walk up here, fire it up, just take it to the stop sign and back, which is about half mile down the road, flip it around. I got the GoPro in my pocket, so I'm gonna mount that up on the dash so you guys can get a little driving video, kind of see how the truck just drives through the gears, kind of smooth. Might get on it a little bit. It's around 5 o'clock, so everyone's getting off work, so I don't want to get too crazy on the road, but I figure I'll fire it up for you guys, show you how it's going to warm up, and we'll just put down the road real quick. We'll pull it in the shop and kind of take a look at how everything's going with it, and just kind of a little update video. So let's get this thing fired up. I'm gonna flip the camera around and I'll show you guys the routine. Switch on. Key on. This toggle here is for the fuel shutoff solenoid. Give it a little Cosby cocktail. Oh, hang on. It was raining a little bit earlier, as you can see on the hood. So, take the cap off, hop in this bad boy. Took too long with the ether, or I didn't get it in the turbo. But this thing has high timing and no glow plugs, which is the cause of the needing the ether. And it idles perfectly smooth. Idles like stock. So cockpit view, nothing too crazy. It doesn't have the factory coolant reservoir, hence the low coolant light. But other than that, all the gauges work except for the fuel gauge and speedometer. But I still have my volts. Coolant temp still does work on the factory gauge. Oil pressure, tachometer. Then we'll go through, have the boost gauge, exhaust pressure. It says oil, but that's actually fuel pressure. Nitrous pressure, which isn't plumbed yet, that's why it's maxed out. EGTs, transmission temp. Look at this. Still has power windows, buddy. Street truck. I don't know if you can hear me talking, but as you can tell, this thing idles smooth as glass. And that's with solid motor mounts, a bunch of timing. It's about 20 degrees right now. I haven't put a light on it yet, but just idles smooth as silk. It's super impressive how smooth this classic diesel design injection pump runs. So what I'm going to do now, we're going to kind of up the idle, warm it up a minute. GoPro over here on the dash, and we'll get a view of driving down the road to the stop sign at the end there, which, like I said, is about half a mile or so. We'll flip around, come back. You guys will kind of get a front row seat to how it drives on the road. This thing is honestly, it's daily drivable. Alright guys, I'm going to switch from the phone to the GoPro and we're going to take her for a little lap. See hardly any smoke for how much fuel output this injection pump has. It really is impressive. And I have the in-cab fuel controller turned up all the way currently. I think what we're going to do right here is do a live action spool test, so you guys will be able to see there's no funny monkey business, no video cropping, nothing of the sort. So down in first gear, 4-wheel drive, 1, 2, 3. Pretty impressive, huh? Old S475 just singing. Pretty impressive, huh? I don't know how the audio is. I'm trying to stand behind the truck so it's a little bit easier to hear me away from that hood stack. But like I said, this thing is honestly daily drivable. The smoke is very minimal. It's like a haze. When I lock the converter and bring the RPMs down hard and really start getting into boost, it'll smoke for a second. But once it's into boost, this thing cleans right up and it just boogies. That pull on the way back was maybe half throttle, and locking the converter in second gear, it brought the RPMs down, started smoking, grabbed third, didn't even wrap it out, is 3,500 RPM maybe, and it just comes up on boost and it just gets down. I honestly haven't even gone full throttle with it yet. It is just a rowdy unit, and it runs super clean. Best of both worlds, honestly. You can daily drive the dang thing, and you can go out and tear it up. Drives super smooth, and like I said, Watch this. I'm gonna set the phone down on the truck. Look how smooth the camera and the video still is, and the phone is sitting, resting on the truck. Like, it's super smooth, even with the solid motor mounts. And like I said, it's probably around 20 degrees of timing. I have one tooth skipped, plus it's just over 1/8 of an inch off center advance. So from my experience, that's about 20 degrees of timing. And of course, these big mechanical pumps, they have the locked out dynamic timing. So all you have is static timing. And for having that much timing at idle, and it's still idle this smooth and this clean, is super impressive. More than pleased with this injection pump. And I hope you guys are too. And I hope you guys hit up Classic Diesel Designs. Tell them I sent you, Tyler with the Dangle 6.5, and get you a good pump, because these things are awesome. I've had them on a few customer trucks. I've recommended a few people to try them out, and more than pleased. And their customer service this whole time, both of us are trying to figure this one-off unit out. Not only being a Chevy with in-cab fuel control, but with my mechanical lift pump as well from Power Driven Diesel, that Predator. It's just been a learning curve for everybody, and they've been awesome to deal with, awesome with customer service and tech questions, everything like that. So I'm more than pleased, and I will recommend them to anybody. So I'm gonna flip the camera around. We'll kind of take a little walk around to the truck, and I'll get it inside. We'll pull the hood off and just kind of go over everything. Nothing's really changed from what you guys have seen, mostly just tidying things up, but we'll still go through it anyways and take a good look at it. So as you can see, no smoke, nothing. Idle super smooth. Like I said, it has, the bed sides are hung on and they don't move at all. No wiggle, no jiggle, no nothing. Got the big old Meat Larry Hoosiers on there. One thing I did end up redoing is my rear shock mounts, because once I got this thing at ride height and got the shocks primed, as you can see, I had them mounted down below to these, but then the shocks ended up having no travel. So then I redid the mounts, moved them up on the back side of the bar here, so then the shock actually had enough room to travel. So I redid that on both sides. And everything back here is still the same. That nice new aluminum lid. I don't know if I ever remember showing you guys this guy, but got it on, no leaks. That thing's awesome. Idle and smooth. Like I said, coolant temp is accurate, so we're barely over 160. Got the electric fans running off one of those toggles. EGTs at idle are a cool 200. One thing I didn't show you guys is the front clip. I actually ended up taking it to a car show, and we painted the front clip flat black at about 8 o'clock at night, the night before a car show, just to make it all one piece, and it looks killer. Even though it doesn't match the rest of the truck, just having that in one piece and flat black, it's like a poor boy carbon fiber front clip. It looks awesome. And the nice stance of those front tires, just barely peeking out, looks great. As you can see here, no funny business. Idle and smooth as glass. Not a whiff of smoke. Purring like a kitten. God, this thing just looks mean, guys. Look at that. Oh. Well, another thing we did is, we'll talk about that when I get it in the shop and shut off. But, like I said, just walk around, nothing crazy. Let me get this thing pulled inside and we will talk about it a little more. Alright, we got her back inside here in the shop. Got the hood off, thanks to this dweeb over here. Gave him a ride in it. He said he's selling his 6-liter to buy a 6.5. Finally getting smart.
Something like that.
So, like I said, under here, basically all the same. Just kind of cleaned everything up. Got wiring tucked in. All runs down the valve cover into the firewall there. And that's literally all the wiring for the entire engine is this little bundle right here. Got the intercooler, which I do have the pump for. Just got to run down and get some hose from like Home Depot probably. And we're going to plumb this bad boy about in here. Give or take, right here was where my water methanol injection, or my water meth pump was mounted. So it might be similar to that, but I might do it down closer to here. So what I'm going to end up doing is having a ball valve on this port and this port. One of them is just going to be a drain, so I'll have a ball valve and a 90 right through the floor, so I can drain out the hot water, put fresh ice and cold water in it. And then this one will probably be supply, which is the straight out port. So I might come right off of this dink, ball valve, right to just enough hose to go from here to another barb fitting. Wham bam, there's that. And then 90 out of this, back through the factory heater core hose locations, which is this oval shape right here, was where the heater core went through the firewall. So I'll end up taking that plate out, putting my in and out hoses back right here, maybe get some hose and make myself a grommet, but right in that location there. And then it'll run to my water to air, come back through, simple. It'll return in the top. So that's super simple, but I am leaving tomorrow for a family vacation for a week, so I will probably end up plumbing this, getting it all ready for the race. About 2.5 weeks after I get back, there's a local race. So as soon as I get back from vacation, it's full bore to get this thing to the track. And that's public enemy number one, is plumbing this. This is all from that local car show I was talking about, that they included all that. People love this thing. Got the harness, which I need to buy a new one of, because this one's out of cert. You have to get a new harness that every 2 years the cert expires. So I need to get one. This one expired last year, which then I can move this one to the passenger seat, which I have up there, second seat, or right there. And then I'll have a harness for the passenger and the driver with matching Kirky seats. Still has a dome light. Told you, this is a street truck. Oh, watch that poor boy carbon fiber. Other than that, it's got some fresh hot shots in the oil. Got her serviced up with some training fluid. And I'm telling you, this thing boogies, boys. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed your little ride along with me. It's kind of the first time I've done a video like that. Hopefully the audio's good. All the in-cab videos with my GoPro, and then standing beside the truck was with my phone, so hopefully the audio goes through well. I mean, if not, then I probably won't post this video, or I might, just so you guys can still see the ride along part of it and things of that nature. But just a nice little ride along, walk around, showing you guys how it sounds, how it looks. Yeah, I'm, like I said, super enthused, super impressed by this injection pump, this fuel system. Everything's working just the way I want it to. This thing is gonna be a monster, and I can't wait. Like I said, I'm gonna get back from my family vacation. It's gonna be about a week, and it's gonna be full steam ahead, getting the water to air plumbed up, getting drive shaft loops built. I need to get my nitrous system plumbed in, hooked back up, and it's gonna be ready to dance, boys. So thanks for watching this video. Sorry it's been so long in between videos. It's just kind of how the hammer hangs sometimes, but I'm really trying to be more consistent with it. And once this thing's out making passes and everything, there's definitely going to be some good content for you guys. So thanks for watching, guys. Like, share, comment, hit the bell. Let me know what you guys think of how it runs, how it sounds, how it looks, everything like that. And I will catch you guys on the next video. Thanks.